This is what I usually want all of my students to do before they actually get into the markets. That was a good stretch, but before they get into the markets, they have to understand how to trade. And the way that I would suggest doing that is by trading one share. That's right, just one share. As you can see right now, I have one share open. We're below our indicator VWAP. Entry point over here, up about 14 cents. Keep in mind the money doesn't matter. The skill matters. You need to know when to get in, when to get out. That is the important part. Now, all we have to do is just increase the position size. So instead of one, we can have 100, and that's, 50. Or we can have 1,000. We can add another zero to it, and that's the way we'll go about it. Or you can get into options, and one option contract is equal to 100 shares. So this minor move right here be about 50, right now it's 20, 30. So keep in mind it's about the skill set. It's not about the money in the beginning. It is about the money. Yes, you do want to make money, but if I were to choose whether to make $100,000 on one trade, um, or have the skill set to know how to trade, I would rather choose a skill set because over time the skill set is more valuable than the $100,000. So as we can see right now, our price is just breaking the VWAP level. We're at 61 cents. It's going down. We entered right here. As you can see, we entered over here as well. I got out. I entered over here too, where these blue arrows are. As we can see, it's approaching our second indicator. Now this it's very uncertain to just sit here as the price fluctuates. You don't know. Even I don't know at times. Should I get out? Should I stay in? Should I get out? Should I stay in? So sometimes it might be a good idea to also set your stop loss right over there. Have a trailing stop loss. So if the price for some reason just goes all the way up, then you won't lose much. Right now, it looks like it's about to touch my stop loss. But this is a way to practice. And you have to have a lot of practice before you get into the market. It's like any type of sport. Do you want to just get into any sport without practicing? Do you want to go play a game without practicing? Does a mixed martial artist go into an MMA fight without practice? Does a surfer go out into the ocean and surf a 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 foot wave without practice? Does a skateboarder jump off of a 10 set stairs, 10 set of stairs without any practice? No. As we're seeing, it's about to hit our stop loss, and that's okay. It hasn't really hit it yet, but it's about to. There it is, right there. That's okay. So this is basically practice. You just basically want to know when to get in, when to get out of a trade, how to trade, and there's nothing wrong with taking that $50 profit because that $50 profit can also be a $500 profit depending on your position size. So usually you want to let your runners win, your winners run. You want to get comfortable with trading in the market, and then you want to really do it. So this is just an example of what it should look like. As we can see, the market's going back down. See, maybe I might re-enter right now. So yeah, maybe I put that stop loss too close to to the the entry point. So that's what practice is about, so that you can get really good at entries, exits, because everybody knows how to trade. Everybody knows, it's very easy to say, hey, as soon as the price goes below this, sell. As soon as it goes above this, buy. Simple. It's not that simple because you have to deal with the emotions of the price fluctuating. You don't know when to close out, you don't know when to get in. That's why you use support resistance levels, you use other indicators. It takes practice. So that's it for the day. And as I mentioned just a few moments ago, we're in this trade, like I said, and our, you know, got in, to broke below our second indicator and broke below our VWAP. And with one share, we're at 171, $1.71. Now, again, it's not a lot of money, not a lot of money at all. I can probably find that if I walk down the street on the floor. Um, but again, the skill set is what matters. And again, with 100 shares, that would be about $180. With 1,000, add another zero to that. So yeah, it just takes practice and it takes skill. So as we can see over here, we have our stop loss, and I adjusted it and I moved it over here so that if it by any chance goes up, then it will stop over here and I'll make $1. Let's change it to about $1, which is fine because we want to make sure that we're profitable. We can tell where I got in. I got in over here. It retouched the VWAP right around there. Price went up and then started to slowly go down again. I guess here would be a good entry point as well, but right below our VWAP. So as we can see, the price is going back up. And it might touch our stop loss. For that, we can check the pre-market lows. Pre-market lows right around here. It's hitting that level. And this is what creates so much uncertainty. Sometimes we don't know where the price is going, and the fluctuation makes us feel uneasy. Let's go to the 5 minute time frame. See, the 5 minute time frame is also easy to read. Right there, hit that. Price is going like that. Go to the 2 minute time frame. Go to the 5 second time frame. Back to the 1 minute. Like I said, basically dealing with these feelings, practicing, understanding uncertainty is what we have to do. Repetition. And when it comes to trading, doing it over and over and over again until we're comfortable. Because it is very uncomfortable watching the price go up and down, especially if you have a large amount of money on it in the account in your account on the trade. Especially if you are desperate for the money as well. Well, I don't really like using that word desperate because there's so much negativity around it, but if you're only trading and you're dependent on trading for everything, then it can be very uncomfortable because your life depends on it. Now, if your life doesn't depend on it and it's just something that you're learning, take for example what we're doing right now, we're really risking a couple of dollars, if not a couple of cents. And right now we're breaking the low of the day. But yeah, we're really risking not that much, but we want to learn. That is the key, to learn the skill set. I can't stress that more than enough. If somebody were to offer me If I were to just walk down the street, somebody asked me, hey, I'll give you $1 million or the ability to trade. I don't know what I would take, actually. Probably take the ability to trade, slowly build myself up. $1 million would be nice, but I would build myself up because you can make that much. You know, you can start off with smaller amount. You might not, it might take a while, but ultimately, again, it's best. So again, while you're watching the markets, I would only recommend maybe one trade at a time, maybe two trades at a time. Trading many ticker symbols is just, it can get messy. But see where we remember where we got stopped out right there. Where we got stopped out, I shouldn't have. I guess I put the stop loss a little bit too close. If I had the stop loss maybe right around here, I could have stayed in that trade. It's okay because we re-entered it, but it would have been better if I just stayed in it. Broke our line over here, and I could have stayed in right then. I mean, it broke over here, re-entered over here, but I could have stayed in. Now, as you said, it's at $2.35 profit now. Great. Remember, one option with one option contract, that is $225. With 10, that's 2,000. With, you do the math. So most people trade from about 9:30 in the morning to about 10:30. They're at the computer at 9, 8:30, whatever, pre-market, understanding the markets, just watching what has high volume, um, and then they go trade for the first 1.5 hours, and then they're done for the day. These are guys that know what they're doing, guys and girls that know what they're doing. Anyway, let's get back to the chart. We're looking at it, and it looks like it's breaking. Like it's about to break. It wants to go below the low of the day, and it's continually breaking. So we're gonna stay in this trade. We have our stop loss set at $1. I think I might move this down to about right around here. Um, and it looks like it's gonna break even more, but we'll see. Because again, the market is uncertain. We can't predict the future, but we can make a what's it called? A calculated risk. We're taking calculated risks here. We're not just guessing where the market is gonna go. We're not just guessing where the price is gonna go. We don't go off of vibes here. We go off of evidence, and we go off of what it's showing you. We don't vibe our way through the market, as some people do when they meet people. Oh, what's the vibe? What's the vibe? No, we don't do that. As you can see, it's breaking. It's about to. It's continually touching this level right here. So you can bring it back. And yeah, keep in mind that this is one share, $2.30. If you had 500 shares, that would be 1,145. That would be five option contracts. So how much would that cost? How much money would you have to have? Let's find this out. To trade about five option contracts on SPY, to day trade it, yes, you do need to have the $25,000 account, or you can have a cash account. But remember, options are another game. Options are you can lose a lot. So you have to get good at doing this before you do that. And save your money. Maybe on a Friday or Saturday night, if you have nothing to do, choose not to go out. Choose to have some friends over and choose to learn this with your friends. You know, what would you rather do? Have a couple of drinks at a bar and talk, or have a couple of drinks at your place with some friends, play the markets, still have a good time, talk, have fun. You choose. Or if you don't drink, some have some seltzer water or anything else, or some coffee or some tea. As we can see, our price is curving up a little bit. Might hit our stop loss, and that's okay. And we're going even lower. Didn't really come up, it didn't break that level, but it still hasn't broken the support level. And it is about 10:30, so I'm about to close out, but I'm gonna stay in for just a little bit longer because it seems like we can break our low. We broke it right here, barely, but I'm pretty sure we can go even lower. So as I said, to wrap things up, $2.50 and with 100 shares, that's $250. 1,000, 2,000, 500, about what, maybe like 14, 1,300, 500 shares, that is $1,300. Not bad for a day. There are many people out there that are making 10 times that amount. Many people out there that are making tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands, if not millions a day. But this is designed for regular people who are not in the 1%. Well, people that have supplemental income, people that have time and a little bit more money that they can grow their money. Well, it looks like the price might drop our stop loss. Or maybe not. And it's breaking our low, or it looks like it's about to. Yep. And we're at about $3 for the day. I keep on saying it. 100 shares, that's 300. As you can see, I'm constantly moving my stop loss closer and closer so that if anything happens, if the market just jumps, then I'll always close in a profit. And we want to make sure that those stop losses are are very, very, you know, that you don't lose that much. So the riskiest place where the stop loss is, or the riskiest point to get in, like where people lose the most money is when they enter a trade. That's when the most money is lost, around the entry points. Why? Because, well, people, the market jumps up and down. It's a point of uncertainty. When it's running in profits, it's clear to understand that you're profitable, but when you're entering, it might go above your indicator, it might go below your indicator, it might fluctuate, go up and down, right around there, and it creates enormous levels of uncertainty. Keep in mind, you can always do other things while you're waiting. You can have this open on another screen, and you can trade, or you can do other work, or you can read, or play the guitar, play video games, whatever it is else that you want to do. It's breaking our low of the day again. So keep in mind that you can definitely make more than this. Definitely, definitely, definitely. This is just a trade that I entered in right over here. $3.30. I keep on, making the connection between options. One option trade, 330. 100 shares, $330. But don't forget we had this, a lot of people don't usually enter in the first bar, in the first trade, and then the opening, very opening. They might wait 5 to 15 minutes before they do. But as you can see over here, it broke the high of the day, enter into that trade. That's more money right there, and that could have been about, we could be sitting on maybe $400 for the day if you traded 100 shares with that, or 4,000, depending on how much you risk, how much you have to risk. This is a skill set that everybody should know. The reason why I say that is because you can work as a barista, you can work as a doctor, you can work as a cab driver, whatever it is that you do, a cashier, anything, a lawyer, an engineer, whatever it is. You can have whatever type of job, but if you know how to do this, you can always make more. Obviously, mm, if you have a higher profession, if you're a doctor, a lawyer, an engineer, a CEO, business owner, yes, chances of you making more increase. But even as a even as a barista or whatever other job, you can still make hundreds of dollars, if not thousands of dollars a day, maybe more if you have the amount. So it's about 10:46. I'm gonna get off at 11. But I just wanted to create this video and again, and again. Uh, Here we are over here, $4.30. Move the stop loss right over there, right where the break was, the break of the lower low. And yeah, $4 with one share, 100 shares, 400, 50 shares, $215, somewhere around there. Um, so yeah, it's a skill set that we want. Not all days are going to look the same as well. Every day is going to be different. The market is not going to repeat itself. The market is going to it's going to act differently every single day. It's almost 11 o'clock, so I'm going to get off. If you are to trade the whole day, you probably can make a lot more. Maybe more, but you can get into the over trading um, area. So it might be a good idea to just slow down, to observe, take your time, and do this as much as possible until you develop consistency and confidence, and then you trade instead of trading off of the vibe or instead of trading off of what you think is going to happen. So yeah, that's it for the day.